For decades, motorsport has been a male-dominated industry. From grassroots karting to higher single-seater categories, the talent pool of women is definitely growing. But despite this momentum, one question still remains. What work is left to do to bridge the gap? This is Fast for a Girl. Silverstone, the heart of British motorsport, but with so few opportunities for female racing drivers to drive at iconic tracks like this, is now the time where we're starting to see a change in opportunities for women.
I mean, you're driving through the main gates, it's just awesome, you just think, you must have been blessed in life to have something like this. It's so special, it really is.
Meet Faye Noble-Evans, one of the very few women lining up on the grid in the Porsche Boxster Cup.
So we always used to watch Formula One, and then I started doing track days in 2018, and then got into racing in 22. To be honest, when I was growing up, there weren't any females involved in it at all, really, apart from grid girls. So it wasn't anything I ever aspired to. But I think with the increasing number of people in the Formula Academy, I think people are seeing that girls can race, and it is becoming a bigger thing. So I think it's great for the exposure.
In motorsport, seeing someone you like behind the wheel or behind the scenes can make all the difference. As programme manager for Girls on Track UK, Jenny Fletcher is opening doors for the next generation, helping young girls and women progress into the higher categories.
So we are working with teams, we're working with companies to try and see how we can support with, work experience opportunities, with maybe internships, graduate schemes. It's really important that we try and open those doors where we can. We try and make those connections to support people in getting into the industry.
A woman hasn't competed in a Grand Prix since the 1970s, so it's essential to show women that they belong in the paddock, pit lane, or even on the top step of the podium. A report from the UK's Office for National Statistics found that in 2023, women made up just 13% of the workforce at Mercedes and a mere 6% at Red Bull, which are two of Formula One's leading teams. For the past year, Charlotte Simpson has been uncovering the obstacles still holding women back from reaching the top tiers of the sport, speaking to women like Tatiana Calderon, having raced in IndyCar, Formula 2 and even testing Sauber's F1 car in 2019.
Then if you think about it, there's barely anything for women. As Tatiana said to me, she was racing in a category where no women have gone before. So they were kind of going blind, and she just said we need more women to be in these categories so we can build up the data, we can build up the knowledge of how we can shape these cars so that she could be able to operate at her best. Because she said that she felt lots of her male counterparts were able to have the car set up much more to make it work for their best. But how could she work what's best for her if the car hadn't been designed more specifically in that way?
Being a male-dominated industry, the cars are still built and designed for men.
So because I'm quite light, I have to have extra lead in my car. That's not my passenger, that's the lead.
Of course, F1 Academy and W Series are big wins for women in motorsport, but by separating the sexes, are we breaking barriers or building new ones?
It's creating such visibility and such opportunity that is worth it for it still being a single-sex category. And hopefully this will help those little girls think, oh, there is a place for me in single-seater, because I've seen a girl the past 2-3 years race around in a little Ferrari.
I was lucky to meet Desiree Wilson a couple of years ago at Goodwood, and she was great, and we spoke a lot about racing, and she said she was very much like, now you are racing against men, aren't you? I said, yes, I am. She goes, good, keep racing against men.
The skills are there, the determination is undeniable. What's needed now is commitment from teams, sponsors and the sport itself to nurture and back female talent long term. Because the next generation are watching. Representation from women like Faye matter. And when the right support meets the right talent, history can change.